One of the things that I have in my bucket list is going to Vidcon. To the 5% of people who have no idea what Vidcon is an annual convention where you get to meet your favorite content creators from YouTube. You also get to watch panels, see some cosplayers, and buy merch. So when I heard the news from my parents that they'll be taking me to Vidcon this year, I got excited. I packed my shit, got my ass on that plane to LA, and went to my hotel room. We planned to stay for 5 days in LA. 3 of them were dedicated to me going to Vidcon. And speaking of which, the time has finally come. Only positive and superlative descriptions could describe my experience with my first day at Vidcon. It was a sight to behold, almost like visiting Japan for the first time. There was a lot to explore. Like for instance, I went to this room where I played various different games like skee ball to win tickets in order to get prizes like these. After that, I wandered around a bit, then had some lunch. I then noticed that a YouTuber that I liked watching, aphmau, was going live on stage soon. So I sat down to watch her live, and everyone in the audience was screaming at the top of their goddamn lungs. I know audiences are known to go apeshit whenever something is revealed, but I never expected this crowd to become this crazy. The crowd was so fucking loud, it was as if it was designed to brutally dissect my eardrums like a crazy, unhinged surgeon wielding a machete. After getting my eardrums violated by every single aphmau fan in the live show, I wandered around Vidcon again to see if there are any other YouTubers going around the area. Oh, and before anyone asks if I went to aphmau's meet and greet, signups were closed very quickly, so I wasn't able to get a photo with her or Jason. On the bright side, I was able to get photos with some of the aphmau voice actors that I was able to stumble upon around the building, the only 2 being Mac and Cheese P1Z, who even signed my Vidcon ID, and Shadow Temple. I was also able to meet jacknjellify, the creators of bfdi, Bondan, and I also saw Dano there too, but I wasn't able to get a photo with him, unfortunately. So that was day 1 of Vidcon. I got to see aphmau on stage and take a photo with other famous YouTubers. I even got to win some prizes too. My experience there was just absolutely incredible. The next day at Vidcon, I wanted to try going to one of those creator track sessions where I can try to improve as a content creator. So I went to this session where someone talks about thumbnail design. I'll be honest, I'm not really the best at making thumbnails, so this session was quite beneficial for me. After that, I was able to meet more YouTubers. I was able to take a picture with Smokebee, Kari aka the Minecraft dirt block guy.
I dyed my hair green to prove to you guys that I don't look like a dirt block!
And Jellybean. I was even able to meet Sambucha too, one of the chillest dudes on YouTube. After that, I decided to watch 2 live shows. The first one was in the afternoon, where some people perform unscripted and funny acts on stage and other various mini-games that use props. I watched it because the real Minecraft Steve was performing there.
I know. I feel the same way, man. They never talk about me. All they call me is a Minecraft dirt block. Whoa, whoa. Don't disrespect Mr. Pickle!
I'm sorry.
We don't like crabs around here. No wonder you don't got a song.
The second live show was in the evening, and that one was 100 times better than the first live show I watched earlier. There were a lot more people performing on stage, such as this one group of people where they were experimenting with putting various colors of paint on a canvas and then spinning it quickly on a drill to make some cool art out of it. I also saw AJ and Big Justice, also known as the Costco guys, perform live on stage. They were doing their signature boom pose and giving a boom or doom rating treating to various different cookies that they are trying out. Yes, even to a double-chunk chocolate cookie. Big Justice even signed my ID, which was quite nice of him to do. But the real star of this live show in my eyes was the appearance of CG5, one of YouTube's most famous music artists, producing banger songs about Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and other popular video game franchises. He's also infamously known for creating meme songs that quote-unquote kill a meme according to a lot of people. With that aside, CG5 performed a lot of his songs on stage, and it was absolutely killer. And that marks the end of day 2 at Vidcon. Got to meet more of my favorite creators, learned more about improving my thumbnails, and got my ID signed by another popular creator. Well, we finally come to the last day of Vidcon. I tried to make the most out of this final day as much as I could, so I started by watching another live show. This time, the group performing on stage is a group called Tanuki Lab, an underrated YouTube channel that is run by many art YouTubers that do various art challenges. All they did on stage was draw things like a fusion of 2 different characters that the audience suggested. Some were quite detailed and well thought out, and some were so bad that it's hilarious. Tanuki Lab is quite a good art group and deserves more attention to those interested in content that involves art challenges. I then watched another live show, this time by Carrie and Michael Huang, more commonly known as jacknjellify, the creators of the popular web series called Battle for Dream Island. And once again, this audience full of kids is basically an eardrum torture simulator. I mean, who would have thought that this fan base filled to the brim with children would get overhyped when something new has been revealed? Anyways, in this live show, we got to watch the new episode of bfdi. Though I heard that this new episode has been receiving a lot of hate for some reason, me personally, I found it to be an okay episode. Though with how fast the episode was, making it somewhat difficult for the viewers to figure out what is going on, I can probably understand why this episode is getting a lot of negative reviews. After we watched that episode, the people on stage threw plushies of the bfdi contestants to the audience. Some were lucky enough to grab one, and I was one of them. I quite like this plushie. I was even able to get it signed by Carrie himself too. After that, I got more photos with other YouTubers, those being the magnificent Megameka, the majestic Michaela Laws, and the magical Megami 33. Then after eating the most dogshit chicken strips and fries I had to eat for dinner, I watched one last live show that took place in the evening, this time being performed by a very popular YouTube group that's been around for a very long time, that being Smosh. To say that their comedy and sense of humor is great would be an understatement. They were performing a lot of hilarious acts with out-of-pocket jokes that it was so funny.
YouTube video. Everyone looks so amazing, and there's 50,000 Amazonians on an island.
If you clear everything, 5 big boobs!
If you click this link below, you too can become an Amazonian woman. Right after this ad. So I went to the park where there's Amazonian women, and it was not what I thought it was gonna be. Basically, the whole time at the park, the Amazonian women were not what they advertised them to be. It was weird.
You guys, on this episode of Still Sesh, we're going to be talking about everything being said right now about Wonder Woman and Amazonian women, and influencers not really getting what they expected when they visited the island.
Today, I am addressing the Amazonian woman allegations. I have never been an Amazonian woman, and I do not support it.
And that marks the end of my experience with VidCon 2025. The next day, I boarded the plane on the way back home. VidCon overall has been absolutely spectacular. I was able to meet my favorite YouTubers, buy some merch, and have an amazing time there. I hope that I can visit again next year. This will forever be a memory I'll never forget. To anyone who is dreaming of going to VidCon one day, never give up on that dream. There's always a next time. So that's going to be it for this video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also leave some comments down below to help me get noticed by the algorithm. Thanks as always for watching. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Ciao!